Okay, so this is how you roll. I suggest to people that they get 3 different size containers, something about the size of a spice jar, a soda can, and a Pellegrino bottle. And you're going to put them on the ground end to end in a row. And then you will stand in front of each one close enough so that when you lift your knee, your arch is directly over the cylinder, and you just put your foot down on it and you just roll back and forth. And you're just rolling. When you have enough time, you think you've got enough, then you're going to just stop and move over and let the other foot check out that one too. So move over so that again you're standing close enough that when you lift your arch, your knee, your arch is directly over. Perfect. Okay, and then roll again. Whenever you've had enough, just move to the next one, and you're going to repeat the process of standing in front of each one close enough that when you lift your arch, your knees over the cylinder, and you're just going to go back and forth. You can see how much easier the movement is on this one than it was on the first one. Check it out with the other foot. And then just, yes, perfect. Lift your knee and put your arch down, roll. And then whenever you've had enough, move to the bigger size. And again, you're going to stand close enough that when you lift your knee, your arch is over the cylinder, and you're just going to go back and forth. And again, you see that one's a little harder to do. And then check it out with the other foot. Stand close enough so when you pick up your knee, your arch is over the cylinder, and go back and forth. And which one did you like the best?
The soda can.
Okay, then let's take that one and find something a little larger and a little smaller. Just a little larger and a little smaller. And again, you're going to put them all on the ground in a row. You're going to stand in front of each one and turn close enough that when you lift your arch, you're over the cylinder. And you're just going to roll back and forth and just repeat the process. And see, other foot too, please. Which one you like the best. And what you're doing when you roll is from your toes back to the beginning of your center arch. Okay, next one please. You're moving all the fibers on the front of your leg and the side of your leg. Your actual heel, you're moving everything on the back of your leg. But the core, the center of your foot, is directly running along the skeleton. All the movement runs actually along the bones. So when you're doing this, you're actually moving all of the fibers from your diaphragm to your toes through the whole 3-dimensionality of you. And again, we're going to have you stop and decide which one you like the best.
This one.
Okay, and again, if you just would roll on that one for just a second, and if you can go on the side.
Yeah, I will. Can we turn around?
No, you can turn around and just see the ease of movement, how fast it moves, how easily it moves, and we'll get a picture of the angle of your knee, which is what we actually want. And you can see how the angle of the knee is just comfortable, and that this is possible for Renee to roll from the front of her foot to the back of her foot. And all rolling is doing this for 5 minutes per foot at least twice a day. And if Renee, if you'll take that one and go sit down, you could sit maybe on this chair. Okay, and once you know the size that you need to use, you can roll. And it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And again, you can see that angle in her foot and how easily she moves. I suggest a piece of PVC pipe. I like PVC pipe because it's cheap, it's easy to find, it comes in a lot of different diameters, it's easy to cut, and there's a perfect rolling. And if you just stand up for a second and roll with just the one foot, perfect rolling. I like something about the length of this. It's long enough that by the time you roll back and forth from one end to the other twice, it's approximately 5 minutes. Thanks, Renee.